Have you ever wondered how two nations, once locked in bitter conflict, could become some of the world's most indispensable allies? It's a story of transformation, a journey from battlefield adversaries to partners in shaping the modern world. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible evolution of the relationship between Germany and the United States. We'll explore how they navigated the ashes of war, stood together against a common threat, and now face the complex challenges of the 21st century. This isn't just a history lesson. It's a story about shared values, strategic interests, and the future of the Transatlantic alliance. Let's get started. Our story begins in a world torn apart. The first half of the 20th century saw the United States and Germany on opposite sides of two devastating world wars. In World War II, a global collision of interests and ideologies reached its peak. The United States, as part of the Allied forces, played a crucial strategic role in confronting the Axis powers. The conflict's end ushered in a new era, marked by the Allied occupation of Germany. This wasn't about punishment. It was about rebuilding a continent and preventing future catastrophes. The geopolitical landscape had been shattered, and from the rubble, a new world order was beginning to take shape, one that would dramatically redefine the roles of both America and a divided Germany. The question on everyone's mind was, what comes next? The answer came with the chilling winds of the Cold War. As the world split between two competing ideologies, democracy led by the US and communism led by the Soviet Union, West Germany, officially the Federal Republic of Germany, became a critical front line. The United States understood that a stable, democratic Germany was essential to containing Soviet expansion. This led to one of the most ambitious reconstruction efforts in history, the Marshall Plan. America poured billions into rebuilding West Germany's economy, not just as a humanitarian gesture, but as a strategic investment in a future ally. When the Soviets blockaded West Berlin in 1948, cutting off all land and water access, the alliance was put to its first major test. The response was the Berlin Airlift, a monumental humanitarian effort where American and Allied pilots flew in supplies for nearly a year, keeping the city and its people alive. This powerful symbol of resolve cemented the bond. Soon after, both nations became founding members of NATO, a military alliance designed to ensure collective defense, formally positioning West Germany as a bulwark of democracy in the heart of a divided Europe. For decades, the Berlin Wall stood as a stark, concrete symbol of this division. But in 1989, the impossible happened. As shouts of "Tor auf," or "Open the gate," echoed through the streets, the wall came tumbling down. This was a moment of pure joy, a victory not for one nation, but for the ideals of freedom and democracy that the Transatlantic Partnership had championed for so long. The fall of the Berlin Wall paved the way for German reunification in 1990, an event strongly supported by the United States. This wasn't just a German celebration, it was a shared victory, validating decades of cooperation and shared sacrifice. In the years that followed, a reunified Germany blossomed, becoming an economic powerhouse and a central pillar of the European Union. The partnership entered a new phase of deep cooperation. As leading members of the G7 and major trading partners, the US and Germany worked side by side, tackling global economic challenges and shaping international policy. It seemed the alliance was stronger and more aligned than ever. But no alliance is without its challenges. In recent years, friction points have emerged, testing the strength of this historic bond. Debates over NATO burden sharing became a recurring theme, with questions raised about whether all members were contributing their fair share to collective defense. Differing strategic approaches to global powers, particularly China, also revealed diverging economic and security priorities. Washington often pushed for a more confrontational stance, while Berlin, with its deep economic ties to Beijing, favored a more cautious, trade-focused approach. However, the most significant test came with Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. This event triggered what German Chancellor Olaf Scholz called The Zeitenwende, a historic turning point. Germany dramatically reversed its long-standing foreign policy, committing to a massive increase in defense spending and providing significant military aid to Ukraine. This monumental shift brought Germany's security posture into much closer alignment with the United States, reaffirming the fundamental importance of the NATO alliance in the face of renewed aggression in Europe. The Zeitenwende proved that when core principles are threatened, the alliance can and will adapt. So, where does this leave the US-German relationship today? From the battlefields of the 20th century to the shared triumphs of the Cold War and the complex geopolitical chessboard of the 21st, this partnership has been forged, tested, and transformed. While disagreements over trade, defense spending, and global strategy will undoubtedly continue, they exist within a framework built on a solid foundation. The core values of democracy, human rights, and a rules-based international order remain the powerful glue that binds these two nations together. In a multipolar world filled with uncertainty, the security and stability provided by this alliance are more crucial than ever. The journey from enemy to indispensable ally is a powerful reminder that history is not static and that even the deepest wounds can heal. The real question for the future is this: how will the US and Germany continue to evolve and lead together in a world that is constantly changing? What do you think the next chapter of this incredible story will hold? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into one of the most important alliances of our time. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content that explores the forces shaping our world. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We appreciate your support. Until next time.